Hey, what am I 1 minute late? Hello, Micro and Loogie. Hello. Mr. Mo's thing is trying to get a bit of orange peel here, and the peeler was acting difficult. Maybe I need a new peeler. I got way too much pith on the back end of it. Must be the girl I used to know. Was getting some pith on her back end. Yes, I'm doing jokes like that. Fun with Chat GPT. It is genuinely fun to play with. There are a whole bunch of ethical concerns with it, but it's fun to play with. Please share the Chat GPT joke with us. Australians love their barbecues, don't they? It's like, hey, let's throw some shrimp on the barbie. See if we can outcook the wildfires. Was that a Chat GPT joke? Yes, the flamethrower dog was a very strange thing. And from what I read, it wasn't that one of the research labs that did it. It was a commercial company, but still very weird stuff. Hey, Ray, what's up, man? All right. I'm just fiddling with orange peel here, trying to make an attractive garnish for a cocktail. Just evening this up a bit. Not something I always do, but I just felt like doing it. And again, there's way too much pith on there. It's gonna make it. Oh, fucking hell, honestly. I'm a barbarian. Ugh. I'm making my life more difficult than it needs to be. Anyway, he gave you more jokes, but they kind of sucked, so that was its good joke? Micro, you asked it for dark humor jokes, style of Dave Chappelle. Okay, how'd it go? Used in firefighting for back burning, bit safer than humans doing. Actually, there you go. You just came up with a practical use for it. I feel like it's being aimed at assholes, but came up with a potentially valid use for it. God, I think we're getting it this time. Come on. Okay, I think this is old and... Oh, motherfuck. I think this is old and blunt. I maybe need to go and get a new one of those. It's a pain in the ass. Again, way too much of the old pith. It's weird how bad I am at peeling oranges. It's a whole thing. There's one like Spiders Australia, so big they had a name for that. That's Jim the Huntsman. He's fine unless you owe him money. That's not the worst joke I've ever heard, honestly. He's fine unless you owe him money. I don't mind that at all, actually. Oh, yeah, of course there's got to be drop bear jokes in there. Yeah. There you go. Anyway, I should probably just stop fucking around and work with what I've got. That was one of the better ones, Jim the Huntsman. I did not mind that joke. All right, you know what? I'm going to make a cocktail weirdio. Okay, let's get set up. Quick one, just doing a couple of short videos tonight. So hopefully it won't take me long to set up and do. All right, let's get ourselves organized. I think I'm going to sneeze. I can feel a tickle in my nose. But there we go. Thought I was going to sneeze. Oh, okay. Put that to there. There we go. Okay, well, let's start to get it organized. Okay. El first drinko. The house, number 3. Whiskey. Manzanilla sherry, Amontillado sherry. I'm going to use this weird 70s cream sherry. You like the wildfire one? Yeah. The idea of a huntsman who's friendly as long as you don't owe him money appealed to me. I should do a safety check on this 1970s cream sherry before I put it in the drink. By safety check, I just mean drink it. Ooh. Strong aroma. Ah. It's got residue in it. How much of this are we putting in? 15 mils. Can I put this back in? Put the genie back in the bottle. Oh yeah, that was actually not that bad. I am going to filter it because there's residue in it. And I don't like residue. Very brune. I mean, well, that seems all right. There's a lot of very fine residue in it, though. Let me do a bit more. Bit more. There. All right, it's quite a mess. Okay. I might do something with that. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Ray was doing security at a hospital. Sounded better than some of the. All right, so now getting these things together. Sherry, vermouth, vermouth. And whiskey. What? No, that's not what I want. I want that. Let's have Scotch whiskey. Why not? I'll get Scotch out here. Right, where's the Scotch? That's right, I got New Zealand whiskey. There it is, Scotch. Just very arbitrarily. I'm going to put Scotch in here. All right, so it's Scotch. Sherry, vermouth. coconut water. Bitters, aromatic and orange bitters. We got those ready. A little bit of coconut water. Whatever. Okay. I think I got everything ready. Let's mix this sucker up. On. How are we going? Is that it? That looks good. All right, let's make this. Scotchy scotch. 30 mils. Okay. Scotch. One sort of sherry. Two sorts of sherry. Sweet vermouth. Dry vermouth. Coconut water. A lot of ingredients in this. Two dashes aromatic. And 1 dash orange bitters. Alrighty. That is the complicated drink. And I'm making this too much hassle for myself. Alright, I will just take a picture. Oh no, I'm not ready to take a picture. What am I talking about? Getting ahead of myself. Put some ice in this and mixy. That's a professional term, mixy. Outback old fashioned. Okay, well, let's mix this. Okay. Oh, that's tasting fun. Let's put this here. Looks right. Strain this in. And do a twist of orange peel. All right. Now I put this aside. Take a little picky of the drinky. Oh, what are we doing? Good camera happening. All right. Now, let us do the talky bit. Pretty quick for a short video. Get this happening. And audio recorder. Nope. Turn on the video recorder. Yeah, that's sorted. Looks about right. That's ready. G'day, cocktail lovers. This cocktail is called the House Number 3. It's like a complicated cousin, maybe distant cousin of a Manhattan. I'm going to give it a taste. It has some really interesting flavors going on. I'll show you how to make it. In a mixing glass, we put 1 ounce or 30 mils of the whiskey of your choice, then half an ounce or 15 mils of Manzanilla sherry, then half an ounce or 15 mils of Amontillado sherry, then half an ounce or 15 mils of sweet vermouth, then half an ounce or 15 mils of dry vermouth, then around a bar spoon or 5 mils of coconut water, rounding things out with 2 dashes of aromatic bitters and 1 dash of orange bitters. Add ice to the glass, stir that for 20 to 25 seconds to chill and dilute the drink, and then add a twist of orange. Oh, sorry, say that again. Add ice to the glass, stir that for 20 to 25 seconds to chill and dilute the drink. Then I'm straining that into a chilled Nick and Nora glass and using a twist of orange peel for a garnish. If you like the Manhattan family of drinks and you've got a lot of different aromatized and fortified wines around, you might like to try the House Number 3. Cheers. All right. That's a nice ice cold drink, and I'm going to sit down. Move things out of the way. Sit down and have a catch. Whew. Okie dokie. Oh no, teenagers call you sir. Oh no. We also haven't being old. Slept wrong and fucked up your back for 2 weeks. I'm much older than you. I slept wrong and I had to go to a physio for how much I fucked up my shoulder. When you're 16, you can sleep on a pile of rocks. If there's a blanket bunched up under you, breaks you. Oh, damn. Yeah, bodies. Honestly. You know what? Even though it's not in the recipe, I'm putting cherry in my drink because I like my cherries. Let me get a cherry, man. And stab. Oh, stab. There we go. That got a cherry. All right. Put my cherry in there so it absorbs. Flavor during the evening. Loogie, in other news. Oh, yes, you were saying you're going to sue SSA for your disability claim. Yeah. No. Bureaucracy being shitheads, go for them. Well, there are a lot of good reasons for you to be supported with disability payments. But yeah, it's a whole thing. Well, proper health coverage would massively reduce the need for people to apply for disability benefits. There's no two ways about it. Makes economic sense. It's just this stupid thing that a lot of people around the world have that no, it's you can't give people stuff for free. Hmm. It's been proven repeatedly that good social services, free shit, actually makes for improved economics as opposed to, you know, punitive systems where it's like, no, you can't do it. I mean, like, it's been shown repeatedly the most cost effective way to deal with homelessness is give people homes. Uh, it avoids all the auxiliary costs of homelessness, policing, health, various other things, and is, just a more decent thing to do. Yeah. And look, it doesn't help that, you can very much fault how governments apply taxes and how they spend taxes. No matter what your political persuasion is, you can definitely find things to go, well, that thing the government did's bullshit. The whole tax system sucks. But we live in a society. And yes, nothing's 100% micro, but your point about proper healthcare would massively reduce the need for disability cover, I think, is accurate. But Lugie, you are also right that you can't. It isn't right to universally say take away people's disability cover. Um, but yes, it's a complicated world. Hmm. All right, this drink's okay. Not setting my world on fire, but it's okay. Uh, man, really butchered this fucking orange trying to get a good bit of peel. I got to get a new one of these that's actually sharp. You qualify because anxiety and depression is that bad? Yeah, and yes, if you got proper treatment, uh, needing disability care wouldn't be as big a thing. But we live in the stupidest timeline where various people's moral judgment is more important than objective reality. I mean, honestly, that's a really good answer, Race. No comprehensive voice. Yeah, fuck Clive Palmer. Trying to claim because last time tried to work, illness relapsed. Oof. Yeah. No, that's seems like a very acute health condition for which you need support, Loogie. All right, I'm going to make another boozy little sipper, but lower alcohol. That's sherry and sweet vermouth and a little bit of green chartreuse and a little bit of fernet and a little bit of grenadine. All right, I'm actually keen to see what that one's going to be like. Oh, having huge amounts of preventative healthcare, again, economically makes way more sense than not having it. just to the broader economy, would massive benefit to having universal preventative healthcare. But we live in a bullshit world. Oh yeah, the American insurance system is fucked up. There are big problems with the health system here as well, but yeah, I regularly get floored by just how extreme and fucked up the American system is. It's some wild shit. So yeah, I feel bad for anyone subjected to it because it just everything about it is just gonna make health issues worse. Mm. Hmm. That's okay. I mean, that's a solid 7 out of 10. I don't mind it. It's not setting my world on fire, though. I want a drink that sets my world on fire. I think I want to barrel age an old fashioned, actually. Micro, considered going to college, learning a trade, get work in New Zealand, become a partial citizen, get healthcare. New Zealand is a great place. Nowhere's flawless. There's a lot of good about New Zealand, though. But yeah, get a trade. Find out what an in-demand job is that'll get you a boost to your visa. CMV reactivation. Fever, fatigue, vision. Jesus Christ. That sounds really extreme. That really is. Hey, Strictly Sega, by the way. God damn, Loogie, that's intense stuff. I feel for you, man. That's some hard shit. All right. Okay. And I am definitely going to. Yeah, I haven't barrel aged a cocktail for ages, so I reckon I'm going to drain. I might drain the port, actually. I've had port sitting in a barrel for ages, and that would give a good flavor to an old fashioned. I'm going to do that. I'm going to make another little video, and I'm going to mix up an old fashioned, and we'll barrel age it for, I don't know, a couple of weeks, 2 to 4 weeks, see what it's like. You had an acquaintance needed skill trade. Yeah, but generally, if you look, you'll find out what jobs, what skills are in demand in various countries that would get you an advance visa. Listening to music, wrapping orders. Is there a Nokia phone tone in Rock the Casbah? Rock the Casbah was released in 83, 84. Micro, sorry, you put cocktails in. Let me scroll back. I think they went by when I was making stuff. All right, so these were, I guess, ChatGPT cocktails, were they? A bush tucker sour, Australian gin or vodka, lemon juice, sugar syrup, dash of bitters, native Australian herb like chamomile. That's cute. An Outback old fashioned, Australian whiskey or rum, modeled with brown sugar and bitters. I make a eucalyptus leaf for aroma. Actually, that's not a terrible idea. I do like the aroma of eucalyptus. Bondi Beach Breeze, coconut rum, pineapple juice, blue curacao, served with pineapple wedge. A kangaroo kick, spicy cocktail, chili-infused vodka, lime juice, ginger beer, served in a copper mug, slice of lime and a sprig of mint. Oh, those are a bit of fun. Well, maybe Nokia. Okay, one of two things. Maybe Nokia sampled something from or based their ringtone on Rock the Casbah, But second, there may well have been remixes, re-releases of Rock the Casbah in the 90s that added that. Who knows? What makes it stand out is it doesn't connect with the song. I'll have to listen to it because it's not ringing a bell with me. Yes, the not scary part of AI is fun. Actually, it can be very good with dinner ideas. So it's not a distinct ringtone, but it's that noise. Okay, I'm going to have to re-listen to it because it sounds like I'm trying to make a stupid joke, but it's not ringing any bells. Loogie, not trying to go on, end up running a fever 102 for 3-4 months. Yeah, no. Okay, that's the thing that will literally make you crazy. Your brain overheating for that long a time. That's bad. No, Micro, I get it. You're saying it's definitely in there. Oh, and you Googled it. Okay. What does interweb say? And yeah, Micro, I think we all agree, Loogie, that you shouldn't feel bad for real, genuine health needs. Why is there a cell phone ringing in Rock the Casbah? Was generated by the alarm from a digital wristwatch that Mick Jones added. Was intentionally added by Jones. Algerian rock singer Rashid Taha believes an early demo tape gave the Clash helped inspire the original song. So, okay, so it's from a digital wristwatch, so it's probably quite reminiscent of a ringtone. And yeah, that is also another true thing, Micro. Not having anyone to talk to share with, can make you feel much worse. Rays, from memory, his watch went off middle of him drumming. Played shit perfectly, so left it in. Well, there you go. We got an answer. It's so weird because it's just in verse 2. Yeah, it's probably like what Rays was saying. They were in the studio and it picked up the sound and they went, no, I kind of like that. Leave it in. All right, I'm going to make this second cocktail, another sherry cocktail. This one with no spirit. A lighter cocktail. Okay, I got this orange peel. I'm going to go over the jar. We need. Okay. What am I doing? Trying to get my shit together. There. Let's get this over here. All right. I think the Scotchy Scotch can go back. Okay. Okay. Oops, that's a bit chaotic. So we want sherry, sweet vermouth, green chartreuse, and grenadine. Ah, I got my funny thing here. That's my grenadine substitute. 70s red liqueur. Does not taste like alcohol. Just tastes sweet. Oh man! It's probably time to taste my spiced drinks. All right. I'll have to do that tonight or tomorrow night. Let's see. Fancy. Sherry, sweet vermouth, green chartreuse, and Burnet. Burnet and green chartreuse. Rock the Casbah. Rock the Casbah. Now you've got Rock the Casbah in my head. That was like a song in high school. Year 12, the one we always wanted at the school discos, because we were groovy dubbo guys. Okay. Oh. This one, a full 60 mils of sherry. Very sherry dominant drink, this one. All right, we've got all the little bits ready. Right. 22.5 mils. Oh, sweet vermouth. Fuck it, I'll just do this. Okay. Are we good? Are we ready? I didn't put my GoPro here. So let's do that. Where are we? That and that. And that. Okay, I think we're ready. We're ready. Do. Get ready. Ready. All right, let's get this party started. The sherry. The vermouth. The green chartreuse. Fuck it. Too much. Leave it for a net. I'm careful this time, just a little bit. And the grenadine. Or the grenadine substitute. There we go, that's good enough. Okay, that's all the ingredients. Zip. And okay, I'm gonna get this ready. Get ready. Princess Ice Baby. And a little bit more. Nice, baby. Got the dream of genie in my head for some reason. I always do. All right. Okay, that's tasting pretty good. Let's put it in a glass and see what we think of it. That looks good. All right. And that's our meditation. All right, can I take a picture? Your truck out there. Okay. Now the talky bit. And that on. And this spoon's here. Okay. Und so. That's on. We put this on. G'day, cocktail lovers. This is a lower ABV stirred cocktail. Features sherry as opposed to a spirit. Fuck you, Ice, for making that noise. G'day, cocktail lovers. This is a lower ABV cocktail. Features sherry rather than a spirit. It's called the Meditation, and let's see if it's worth drinking. Well, that actually has some great flavors. Here's how we make it. In a mixing glass, put 2 ounces or 60 mils of sherry, and then 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 mils of sweet vermouth. Then just around a bar spoon or 5 mils of green chartreuse, and a bar spoon or 5 mils of Fernet, and then finally a bar spoon or 5 mils of grenadine. Add ice to the glass, stir that for about 20 seconds to chill and dilute the drink. Then I'm straining it into a chilled coupe, and for a garnish, I'm using a twist of orange peel. This is a really nice alternative to something like a Manhattan. I definitely think after dinner, sit back and sip on this for a while, and you'll have a good time with the Meditation. Cheers. We are good, and I think that's definitely it for making cocktails for the evening. Okie dokie, gonna switch a few things off the. Okay. Switch this off, so we've just got some lazy mood lighting by comparison, anyway. Sit down, see what you'll be doing in the chat while I've been up there. All right. And a bit more orange peel. Lots of orange peel in there. Fucking around with orange peel tonight. All right. Actually, even I had a bit of time to settle. It's better. Okay. And here we are. You're born to be wild. Sorry, we're talking about boomers. Yeah. I mean, look, okay, I slag boomers because my Gen X, my whole life's been fucked up by boomers. But also some of my best friends are boomers. Oh my god, that's that whole thing about some of my best friends are black. But it really is. Here's the thing. I'm going to say the thing, Micro, that doesn't honestly make a lot of sense. I think broad brushstrokes of the differences between generations have some validity, but they're also kind of completely useless. So I'm just like having an each way bet there. So I was getting text messages. Who's it from? Oh, that's right. You foods. That's just going to remind me to do you foods. I got to be honest, micro. I feel like the reverse is more true. It's way more old people say our music was good, and what young people listen to today is shit. Um, but again, swings and roundabouts. Uh, let me see. Before I forget. Okay, I got to be in the right browser where I was logged in. I'll change my usage delivery for next week while I think of it. And also, anyone in Australia who wants to get a free UFoods box sent to them should message me your details on Discord and I can send you a free box. Mediterranean chicken with creamy potato and beans. I don't think I want that. Creamy garlic chicken Kiev. I do like that. Spaghetti bolognese. I like that. No, I don't want your roast chicken. I do want your creamy chicken carbonara. I do want your fried chicken and gravy. That's one of my favorites. Barbecue pork and rustic cut potatoes. Rustic cut. This one clean chicken and veg as opposed to dirty chicken and veg. Herbed chicken and cauliflower mash. I'm honestly going to have to try that. That's new. Roast lamb and minted gravy. I do not really like mint. Otherwise, I would try that. Char siu pork. Chinese mushroom. Shredded beef ravioli. I do like that one. There you go. I've ordered my meals. Didn't you all enjoy watching me do that? Crumbed chicken bites. Thyme paprika chicken. That's new. Anyway, confirming my order. So I have food in the future. Future me will be happy with that. All right, we got a few people born in 91. There you go. I mean, it's all bloody swings and roundabouts, the whole age and generation thing. I think each generation has things that were good compared to other generations, and each generation has things that suck compared to other generations. And there's not really okay. This is good. Okay, the other one was inoffensively fine. This is good though. Oh, yeah, that's an 8 out of 10. I like that. Oh, Micro, Lukey's got it. You need to grab a Snickers, buddy. Are there new music radio stations? If I have to admit, old habits die hard. If I'm listening to radio, the only thing I'm listening to is Triple J, and I'm not asserting it's the best station. There may well be like community stations that I'd like more. I'm just lazy as fuck and don't seek them out. Oh, look, everyone's thing. But again, Micro, I've been fucked around by boomers my whole life. But also, yeah, I always rag on hippies. But again, one of my best YouTube friends, she's a boomer hippie. So if I just randomly go on fucking boomer hippie, fucks, blah, blah, she understandably takes it personally, and then I feel really bad. I have to do hashtag not all hippie boomers. Oh, okay. I genuinely like that drink. I was just thinking I have to work out what I'm actually going to make the old fashioned in to pour into the barrel. Ugly Aussie candy with the raisins. You mean the chocolate bar? It sounds like you're talking about a picnic that really looks like a lumpy poo. Some say radio stations are playing less new music because they make more money from used LPs, vinyl reissues. Others say radio stations playing oldies and recurrent. There's always been oldies stations, songs that are a few years old. Fewer people listen to the radio, especially for new songs. Well, apparently that happens with streaming as well. Even young people find older music on streaming and get into it. That's it. Yeah, picnic looks like a lumpy poo. Someone has been eating a lot of peanuts. I'm never that into peanuts in chocolate. I don't mind peanuts. Love chocolate. But peanuts and chocolate is not my main thing. Actually, yeah, maybe I should get a picnic. I haven't had a picnic in forever. Maybe I'd like it now. Maybe my tastes have changed and I would like it. You love that one way more than you thought you would. Well, there you go. Hmm. Hey, Safa, how you doing? I had sausages for dinner. I cooked up some sausages. And I enjoyed it. Ooh, flakes. I really like flakes. I'm a big fan of flakes. But yeah. But big fatty me should theoretically not really be getting stuck into the chocolates. So we'll try and be good. I'm trying to remember, like, okay, so these barrels, which they say were a liter, but they're actually about 1.2 liters. Safa, who the fuck boils sausages? That sounds sick. I actually cook them in the air fryer. A favorite brand of chocolate. I'm not sort of slavishly hooked on a brand of chocolate. I do like Lindt chocolate though. Americans boil sausages, really? Not like hot dogs. Hot dogs hot dogs get boiled. Yeah, no, I'm guessing that's first-hand experience, Micro. I feel like the English maybe boil sausages too. Yeah, hot dogs get boiled, but not sausages. That just sounds psycho. I think I'm psycho, don't you, mama? Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to duck out because I really got into my head to do this barrel-aged old-fashioned. I haven't barrel-aged any cocktails for ages. Okay. So you think it's just people who can't cook for shit boil sausages? Raise with the wind up. Boomers can't cook. Oh my god, like 1970s cookbooks, 1960s and 1970s cookbooks are the work of the devil. It's a wild and crazy wasteland. Come to the Midwest. Oh, does the Midwest boil food too, Loogie? Now I'm going to find some. 1970s recipes. 64 vintage recipes worth trying today. 1970s recipes. What if I put terrible? Here we go. BuzzFeed. A listicle. 17 upsetting recipes from the 70s that will kill your appetite. Okay, this is some sick shit. Let's share this on the screen. Where are we? Okay. Let's share this. Make sure this is working. Okay. So the first scary thing, glamorous grapefruit. Fruit salad cups, but with gloopy yogurt. Yeah, that's not too bad. Fonduloha. What's in a pineapple? An American classic. Tropical chicken salad. And then you put peanuts, bananas, in a pineapple boat. Yeah. Round steak and ravioli. Zucchini, mushroom, spaghetti sauce, canned ravioli. Put it on the table in the 70s with a warning, you'll eat it and you'll like it. Curried fish in rice ring. Oof. Oh, God. Sorry, it took me ages to get. There's a ring of rice with peas in it. And there's curried fish in the middle. Cheese, egg, bake. I mean, that sounds like fun. Cheese, egg, bake. Bits of toast stuck in some cheesy egg mix that's baked. Chicken. Oh, man, that does not look appealing. Chicken fricassee with dumplings. Betty Crocker calls it a men's favorite. Seafood coquilles. See, these are nowhere near as bad as some of the ones I've seen. But these are Betty Crocker's international favorite. Frozen seafood, condensed cream of shrimp soup pie. Make you feel like you're dining on the streets of Paris. Plantation ham pie. That is, okay, that's pretty weird looking. Parsley pinwheels look okay, maybe a little undercooked, but the slop on the bottom is a no. Pink the Bavarian cream. I don't know. I don't know that that's bad. Cheeseburger pie. See, I love the sound of that. Compressed pie of ground beef with cheese topping. Nah, I'd go for that. See, it's Franken beans. Beans and mushroom spaghetti sauce. And then hot dogs on top of it. Sombrero pie. Cornmeal pastry. Slimy ground meat. Bologna biscuits with vegetables. See, I've just seen so much worse than this. Ribbon meatloaf. Ugh. No, honestly, that's cheese and beef meatloaf. I'd probably eat it. Lime ribbon delight. They're trying to make fun of this. Oh, man-pleasing appetizers. We all want a man-pleasing appetizer. Chicken livers with a side of beef broth. Steamed holiday pudding. No, those weren't even that bad. I've seen way worse. I have to find worse. Stuff in gelatin. It's when they used to do stuff in gelatin, that was way too much. Irish stewed meat and potatoes. Yeah, I know. Traditional Irish cooking is really good. Do a potluck with a dish from our corner of the world. Nice. But here's the thing: you're talking about, boomer food, and even the generation before them, because of lack of resources from the wars. You're You look at a lot of stuff that's regarded as high cuisine is actually peasant food. It was the offcuts. It was the offal, chicken's feet, pig's trotters, the stuff rich people didn't want, which was given to the peasants, and they had to go to great lengths to make it taste good. And it ended up tasting really good, and then it ended up becoming this high cuisine. It's ridiculous. Oh yeah, Micro. The people who were really deprived hoarded and whatnot their whole lives because they grew up with deprivation. Yes, saving and reusing grease. My mother did that actually, and I think she got that from her mum. Okay, I am going to go out and get a big mixing thing because I've really got in my head that I'm going to make a barrel aged old fashioned. I don't know that it depends what meat pie you're talking about, of course. I don't think meat pie is so much. I think, but definitely probably with the offcuts and you grind it up and mix it with vegetables and some herbs and bake that in a pie. That would be a poor person food. Pizza was slave food, got called Margarita as the name of the queen who tried the peasant food, decided it was great. That sounds like a great urban legend. I love that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Micro. Meat pie sounds like UK saying fat vagina. I mean, it probably is. So the big thing in the South, reused bacon grease, mate. Oh, yeah, save the bacon grease. I mean, I even used it to flavor whiskey. Oh god, I can even hear the North London accent now. You're right, tight little meat pie on her. Oh my god. All right. Look, I'll just be very quick. I'm just going out to get a mixing bowl, basically. Okay. So, oh god, I didn't even put the list back on. Okay, I'm back. First things first. Let's go here. First things first. I have to clear some space. Let's do that. Right. Put these bottles away. One finette, do it. And chartreuse. Sugar in the thread. And my mandarino. All right, these away. And I got to try a little tenderness. Ooh. Just put these out of the way. And this one can go back in the cupboard. Okay. Now, oof, I should try these. Dang. It's this brandy and whiskey. I even forget how long it's been there. Been doing spiced brandy and spiced whiskey. Oof. Be worth tasting those. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna look something up. You despise apple pie. Depends. Good apple pie is good. A bit of rhyming thing. Put a Peter Brock in there, north and south. Are you like savory pies? Yeah. I do like fruit pies. After apple and rhubarb is really good. More concerns raised for Trump as he struggles to say four-syllable word. He couldn't say the word infrastructure. He can't say infrastructure. Oh well. It's a difficult word, Donald. I empathize. Anyway, I was going to get a base recipe for an old fashioned. Just getting the ratio. Of how much sugar do they recommend? 10 mils to 75 mils. What does liquor.com say? I'm just comparing how much sugar people recommend to put in. Old fashioned. And this is saying how much? 2 ounces to 5 mils. Okay. I'm going to split the difference. Say for every 60 mils, I put 10 mils of sugar in. So okay. I'm going to work something out. Get my calculator happening. Okay. So I was going to go 1,000 divided by 60, 16 times 10 equals 166. That sounds about right. Do 150 mils. All right. All right. I have a plan. All right. Oh my God. Sorry, I just was all the things we were saying. Right, now I'm going to go and make a huge batch old fashioned. So I just have to decide. I've got to get creative and do a blend of whiskies. Actually, the first thing I have to do is drain the port out of the barrel. So we'll get a bottle from here. Where is it? The funky little. Oh, it must have been out in the kitchen. I thought I had the funky little Scotch bottle. But apparently not. That's okay. I'll use this Starburst bottle. Ah, Man, okay, that stopper's really firmly in there. Okay. So, we want to filter this. Again, just making sure, I'm pretty sure this is the port. Just make sure before I drain it, it's not my blend whiskey that I was aging. Oh, it's definitely port. Okay. There's the okay. Oh yeah, little bits of carbon on the inside of the barrel. And this port's probably really good at the moment. Taste it. So we'll drain it out first. Ooh, I wonder if it'll overfill this bottle. Some of it will have evaporated. That's only a 750 ml bottle. Oh, it's going to be a challenge. Oh yeah, there is a lot of little bits of charred wood coming off, getting caught by my strainer there. All right, and a little bit more. All right. So, right, that's ready. What should add a nice bit of flavor. Jeez, man, that is a lot of wood chips there. Not really wood. Anyway, all right, port. Oh, I might even taste that in a little bit. There you go. You go there. Now, oh yeah, that port is pretty good. Okay, whiskeys I can use here. Not into that one. Oh, maybe I should use the Ancient Age actually. The 70s bourbon. Maybe those two. What proof is that? I need something higher proof. Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit cheeky. We'll use a little bit of chocolate liqueur in there as well. Just a little bit, just because we can. Just because we can. Because we're fancy boys and girls. I think it's all boys tonight. Nothing wrong with that. That one. You know what? I'm even going to put a little bit of this one in. Just a cheeky little bit of my coffee whiskey. Probably be enough. I don't think there's any high proof whiskies in there. Ooh, what's the proof on this one? He said, looking in the cupboard. 46. I'm gonna put a bit of this unaged rye in there. Geez, this is getting fancy. You'll appreciate what a fancy boy is. Wait, is that in the chat? I think it's someone else in the chat. No, that was Safa. Hello, Safa. Cocktail magician. Okay. So, one of my higher proof whiskies as well. Feel like I should finish that off. Feel like I should just They never appealed to me that much. Okay, this is going to be a little bit of everything. A little bit of everything. And this higher proof one. Okay. Just 100 mils of this. Where's the measuring thing on this? Actually, you know what? I'll just do 90 mils. That's how we'll do it. 90 mils of this. 1. Someone keep count. That's 1. Could do 10 of those. One of these. 2. Do it over there. 2. One of these. Oh, stop it there. 1, 2, 3. There's 4. That's 4. I'm actually going to put some sugar syrup in now. Five. And a half. So that's 4. Go 5, 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Right. And now le bitters. Let us get the bitters. We will go. Let me quickly check the recipes here. What they're saying. 3 dashes. All right. Go. Let's see. 30 dishes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. And some orange bitters. I'm going to do 5 dashes in this. And some chocolate bitters. This is a very funky, old-fashioned. I should be doing the bulbs. Where's the bulbs? What's that? Cola nut bitters. Fuck it. Let's get exotic. 1, 2. I'm just going to town here. Bob's chocolate bitches. 1. All right. Now I'm actually going to taste this. Where's my spoon? Mix that a little bit more. That's really good. Okay. Let's barrel age this sucker. See how much of a mess I can make doing this. The barrel that's had port in it for quite a few months. Okay, there we go. Oop. Sugar syrup did sit on the bottom a bit. All right. I just got to remember to slosh that around a bit from time to time. What was it 1st of May? Let's do it up with the stopper for the barrel. There we go. Maybe try that halfway through May and then first week of June. Yeah, I haven't done that in ages. But now I feel like my hands are all decay. Alrighty, what are we all doing? What have I missed? I was doing that. Oh, we're talking about fart power. I did see you saying that. Yeah, people occasionally wanted to use the kitchen when I was streaming in the kitchen. Oh, Moscow Mules, nice. Do you use ginger beer or ginger ale? Ginger beer is traditional, but I have to admit I prefer ginger ale. No, okay, I'm going to have to wash my hands quickly. They're a bit sticky. And then I'm going to have to try my spiced. Maybe time to drain them as well. Gosh. Right, so I'm going to want my filter again. And shot glass again, I guess. Let's get another shot glasses. Okay. Righty, oh. Let's get this. Okay, so this, the old skull glass, spiced brandy. Joe's on the sliding door. Oh no. I don't know what bitch beer is. You had to add some simple syrup. Yeah, that's fair if it works for you. Oh, birch beer. Pretty good with some rum. Okay. Not even. That smells pretty interesting. So, brandy. Spiced brandy. Jesus Christ, I made a fucking mess there. Okay. Predictable for me, making a mess, really. I think it's probably done. I won't do it tonight. I might filter that tomorrow. Just want to have a quick taste of it. That's extremely good. That is extremely good. That's sweet and spiced brandy. Fuck me, that's good. So you've been watching watching season 3 of The Orville. I don't remember. I watched it. I don't remember they're all movie length. Okay. Gonna watch it before bed. All right. Good night, Strictly Sega. Enjoy watching that. So, Luke, it's a USA thing. Take oil from birch trees, lightly boozy drink, add carbonation. Strictly, sorry, Micro. Letting me pet your cat would definitely be worth sharing. I mean, if there's some way to do it virtually, I would. So now this, fuck me, just made such a fucking mess. All right, spiced whiskey. That is my filter again. Let's try spiced whiskey. And I made a terrible fucking mess again and poured booze all over myself. Who fucking rather? Ugh. Such a messy boy. What does the spiced whiskey taste like? Oh, that is also extremely good. Just drinking it straight like that. God damn. I don't. The Orville's one of those funny things that they haven't made any new episodes for years, but I don't know whether it's like cancelled, or the people making it just didn't want to make anymore. I don't actually know where it ended up. You don't go in for much liquor anymore. Might make an exception. Get a bit drunk. Well, whatever works for you, man. But as always, be careful. All right, I'm going to make myself a little old fashioned. But I do have to just duck out and get a piece of ice. Ice, baby. Which will take me less than a minute. So bear with me. I'm just going out to get some ice. Alrighty, I'm just gonna make myself a quick old fashioned. What did I do with those little samples? I put them over here, did I? Right. I'm gonna drink a lot of the spiced whiskey, spiced rum, Wo ist meine measuring cup? Regular whiskey, I guess. Okay, I'll make it with this one. New Zealand single malt whiskey, which I got out of interest because it was special. That's not bad. It's nothing exceptional, but it's not bad. Bitters. And just the little bit of the sugar syrup. Just a little, because it's got a bit of sweetness in it already. Alrighty. And now I'm going to sit down, and I'm not making any more booze tonight. I'm going to put all these orange peels in to get a bit of flavour. Mrs. Angry. Because she likes to get a bit of flavour in her hot chocolate in the morning. And I'll stir it with a cherry. Oh, you talking about the Orville. You found it, fell in love, and then it was cancelled. Oh, well, a bit too late. Bottle of bourbon in the store calling your name. Oh, good old Kentucky straight whiskey. Yeah, they're doing a final season of Lower Decks, I think. Lower Decks is fun. That Star Trek animation, it's so good. But it's weird with the streaming services. You never know what's really cancelled. What was I looking for? Oh, yeah. Kentucky Straight. This one, apparently there's still stuff released under this name and by Buffalo Trace. But yeah, this is from the 70s. Straight Kentucky Bourbon. The whiskey with age in its flavor. What was surprising is that had been opened probably 40 years ago, maybe even 50 years ago, somewhere between 40 and 50 years ago. And it still tasted good, still had flavor. You binged Fallout, Musical Aviator. I enjoyed Fallout. No spoilers in case someone hasn't seen it. Rumor mill. Been going on about possible Stargate and Babylon 5 definitely has a lot of rumor behind it. Anyway, go to enjoy this old fashioned. Oh yeah, but there was quite a bit of gap between some of the seasons with the Orville. Oh, that's what it's musical over. Isn't you've popped up the Discord. I did want to share these pickies. Let me. There you go. Some what do we call this? I'm not sure if this is cosplay. What do we call this when you're doing here? Music creator with sword and trumpet. Way cool. And musical aviator with the gang. That's a formidable team right there. Nice stuff. Thank you, musical aviator. LARPing at Swordcraft. LARP, that's the word I was trying to think of. Thank you. Hot damn, that's a good old fashioned. Oh, that is a good old fashioned. Fucking yum, motherfucker. I'll fight a motherfucker who doesn't like an old fashioned. Honestly. Ah, yes, for those who don't know the acronym LARP, live action role playing. I mean, I guess I had two comparatively light cocktails, and then I've just been sipping things. This is by far the most booze I've had tonight. I spent all that time mixing up the old fashioned, but then I've put it in a barrel. I'm not going to touch it for a couple of weeks. Loogie, get stuff done. Sun's up. Got to call your lawyer. Fucking action man, get some shit happening. That's what I like to see. Someone getting some shit happening. Oh, that is a fucking killer old fashioned. Hell to the fucking yes. I tell you what though, that experimental spiced brandy, spiced whiskey has turned out so well. I am definitely going to do a big batch of it. For us, no sun up for 10 hours. A bit less than that. Marie, 7 a.m. So 9.5 hours. So you're not that far off, Safa, honestly. 9-10 hours till it gets light. Well, 9 to 9.5 hours till it gets light. So, cheers, y'all. That fucking rocks. Oh, now I've got to think of cocktails to make with spiced brandy. Well, actually, now I know that works. I probably need to make a video for my cocktail channel. So I'll save that up. Yum. Oh, I freaking love daylight saving. I love when we get, well, like the sun doesn't set till like after 8:30. I fucking love having a lot of sunlight in the day. It's fucking great. But can't help that feeling. We're racing towards the cold, dark month here, which is always just a little bit depressing. Yeah, it's natural. We have seasons, we have cycles. Try not to be too down about it, but also it's hard not to be a little bit depressed about moving into the cold, dark months. Oof, I'm so glad I spend most of the time working from home. So the whole thing about commuting and all the months of waking up in the dark, going to work in the dark, and coming home in the dark fucking sucks. Well, that's a never-ending battle at this time of the year, Safa, cleaning up the autumn leaves. It's incredible how many leaves trees have. Loogie asking if you won the day music over. He did. Lead night for Chronicles game. Points carry. Build September. Determine starting positions. Oh, your week-long camp. Hell, dude. Fucking go for it. Fucking skewers hitting my glasses. Oh. Super fucking yummy. Overwhelming temptation to have more. But I shan't. I shall keep things relatively on an even keel. tonight. Because, hey, tomorrow's like, get fucked up, get rickety wrecked, son. Oof. Because that's just how we roll sometimes. Well, yeah, it's just, it's it's a whole thing. So, okay. So when we roll back in winter, it's like it gets light a little bit earlier, but then that also means it gets dark a little bit earlier. Yeah, I'm sure people have arguments about this, that, and the other. I don't know. I certainly wouldn't want to keep winter time all year. That would fucking suck. If we had to have just one, oh, my thing is fucked up. Why won't that comment go away? Nah, nice reference to Australia's history. If you were PM, you go for a swim alone in incredibly rough seas. It's like so funny people wanting to make up conspiracies about Harold Holt. You go to the bit of coast where that fucking idiot went for a swim and you see how rough the surf is and the rips in the water. And you go, of course the fucker got dragged out to sea and drowned. What sort of cockhead goes for a swim in that water? It's ridiculous. Of course the fucking sea dragged him under. It is very funny we named a swimming pool after him, though. It's not that far from where I live. Oh, yeah, no, he just got dragged out. The first time I saw that bit of the coast, there's the exact spot where he went swimming and disappeared. Holy shit, that sea is so rough. And of course the dumb fucker got dragged out to sea. Ridiculous to go swimming there. Absolutely ridiculous. Bondi does have rips, dangerous rips, incredibly tame to see the comparison, the bit where Harold Holt went missing. No, the Harold Holt swimming pool is not in Sydney. It's not that far away. Okay, you know what? I'll look it up. So we are on the internet. Harold? Auto completes. Harold Holt Pool. High Street, Glen Iris, Victoria. Yeah, it's not that far away from where I live. Less than half an hour away from where I live, anyway. Every beach, every coast has rips. Some more severe than others. There was on the eastern suburbs beaches, because Bondi is the most famous of Sydney's eastern suburbs beaches. Coogie's probably second most famous, but there are actually quite a few beaches: Tamarama, Bronte, and a few others around there. I think it was around Bronte. There was a particularly you could get caught in a current, and it was called the Bondi Express because it dragged you away from the beach, sort of around the head towards Bondi. And there was an argument if you got caught in this rip, it was actually safer to swim with it sort of around to the next beach and get out there. Because swimming against rips is a terrible idea. And that's how you drown, because you can't beat most rips and you get tired and sink and drown. So the idea is generally swim across the rip, like go in the direction the rip's going, but swim across towards land. Don't fight it. But yeah, there was a particular current on the eastern suburbs beaches known as the Bondi Express because it would drag you around towards Bondi Beach. Yeah. That sounds like a traumatic experience, Safa. Personal knowledge of Surfers Paradise rips. Yeah. Any surf area has rips. It's just the way shit works. And it's something you need to be cautious of. They're very dangerous things. They kill more people than sharks, put it that way. Like a lot more. All right, trying to be good now. Drink some water. Oh, the time's already 9:45. Oh, damn. You were only 10? Yeah, coming from Ukraine, not a beach culture. Or even if living in Australia, you're in an inland area. All right, sorry. I was just looking on the Discord Musical Aviator explaining the rules of the LARPing banner plants. Each team had a banner to place in the opposing goal line. If the banner carrier dies, stays in place till another team member can pick it up. Alliances can be summoned by culture type, your equity in France, or hiring mercenary armies, using in-game currency, or other negotiating. Fun. That sounds like a good time. That's true. Southern Ukraine, you're in the Crimean Sea. Actually, am I right? My geography is fucking terrible. Let's look on maps. Ukraine. Okay. Yeah, Ukraine has a coast. Okay. But you were from inland. I'm from inland Australia. Australia with all its beach culture. It's the Black Sea. So Ukraine has a coast on the Black Sea. There you go. So my knowledge of geography is extremely poor. Oh, they have the Russian and Ukraine forces on Google Maps. Damn. You swam in the Black Sea. Nice. Jesus. There's their tanks and artillery. God damn. Okay. So this is the rules for the LARPing musical Aviator is doing. I like the sound of this. Let's look at this. So there's total annihilation. Destroy the enemy before they destroy you. Game rules. Kill everyone on the other team. Team wins the round when they've eliminated all players on another team. Either team may choose to surrender. Rounds can also call early by marshals before a team's wiped out due to time constraints or if there's no way for a losing team to win. 40 people chasing 5 people. Plus, there's a gladiator game. Challenge your enemy, prove your worth. Bonus objectives. Fighting pits across the field. Locations will be marked with cones. Sticky speed turned right way up. Each team will be given 3 red sashes to give their gladiators. Capture a location and you escort gladiators to the fighting pit. Leaving the pit forfeits a player from the fight. No other player is allowed to interrupt the fight. Victorious gladiators may turn to capture the flag. Oh, fun. Nice. That sounds like some wild shit. Stuff. Oh, they have pebble beaches on the Black Sea. So does England. It's weird. Russia has so many forces, a couple of weird places and land. Did you know? You think we should annex some of the Russian spaces? Yeah. Some dodgy shit, to be sure. Oh, actually, after the various boozy drinks I had, having a drink of water is actually quite nice. Quite enjoying that. Oh, nice. So there's a bit of Russian land north of Poland. Good lord. Did I actually close that? I didn't close that map. Okay, let's have a look. No, that's some pretty wild shit. Man, Russia's fucking big. Russia's ridiculously large. It's fucking mind-boggling how big Russia is, quite honestly. That's my in-depth comment for the evening. Russia is big. Stay tuned for more insightful world commentary. Mystic. Safe injecting rooms are a huge thing. And I absolutely understand people who live or work near them getting a little bit freaked out because all the junkies are congregating. But safe injecting rooms save lives. That's unequivocal. And drug addiction needs to be treated as a health issue, not a criminal issue. It's extremely lazy to treat it as a criminal issue. So I say yes to safe injecting rooms, but also I'm not a naive idiot, and I have in my youth lived with junkies and someone who was on what's the shit they give junkies? You go to methadone. And yeah, she would just tell me stories. All they ever talk about is scoring stuff. Again, Micro, I don't actually agree with your appraisal. Again, looking after people, addiction is a health problem, not a criminal problem. And they usually lead really shitty lives. I know methadone's not trial. Methadone's been a thing for decades. I would wager they don't get free food and housing. I think maybe you've been to anything. But yes, they'll free clean noodles, and they don't get free drugs. They get methadone, which is supposed to block the ability to get high from heroin. But yeah, the free injecting rooms don't do the thing. And again, I don't know anything about what's happening in Oregon with decriminalization or anything. But again, it's been proven again and again and again and again, the most cost-effective way to deal with homelessness is to give people homes. It costs society far less. Wow. Okay, that's a big one, Mystic. Thoughts on microdosing DMT vapes? That is not a thing I am aware of. And microdosing is a really imprecise term. DMT, unregulated, like without someone guiding you, can be extremely dangerous. For those who don't know, DMT is an hallucinogen. But again, the idea of microdosing is theoretically you're not reaching an hallucinatory state. But again, my knowledge of that is fucking zero. So I don't have an opinion because I don't know anything about it. In really general terms, my view on hallucinogens is there is a lot worth exploring with hallucinogens, both in a therapeutic and recreational sense, and straight up sort of prohibition is kind of useless and doesn't help anyone. And uh, but yes, unguided and unregulated use of hallucinogens has huge potential downsides, just like terrible, catastrophic downsides. Oh my God, yes. That weirdo in American politics who was being considered as Trump's vice presidential running mate, who very proudly wrote about killing a dog. Jesus, that was wild. How long ago were you in Oregon, Micro? Well, here's the thing. If you judge any group of people by the worst you see of that group, you will have a very negative opinion of that group of people. Because every group of people, no matter what it is, uh, has very bad uh, individuals. And you tend to notice the worst people. That's just the thing. Oh, you were there for almost a decade. I didn't realize you lived in Oregon that long. Cool. Mystic. Age of consent. Do I look like a libertarian who's only concerned about the age of consent? Uh, so I really appreciate you throwing these discussion points out there. Um, not touching that with a 10-foot pole. I'll go so far to say the question is complex, uh, and people who offer simple, pat answers to it are, no matter on what end of the spectrum their answers are, they're likely to be wrong. So when you moved there, you were sympathetic and dealing with the shit. Yeah, look, again, you see the worst of a group, you're going to have a bad opinion of. And that counts for fucking Wall Street bankers and homeless people and junkies and politicians and musicians and literally any group you want to talk about. The worst of that group are fucking abominable, and they are going to be far more noticeable than this people from the same demographic who aren't as awful. So that's the thing about human nature, in my experience. And again, all our experiences vary. It's a crazy, mixed up world we live in, and you just never know what people are going through and what's happening with them. Oh god, if you want a weird thing, watch there's a million interviews with this guy on YouTube who says free will doesn't exist. Robert Sapolsky. Micro, he'll probably wind you up because his whole thing is you shouldn't blame anyone for anything because free will doesn't exist. Um, I wish I could ask him a couple of direct questions because on the surface, I don't agree with what he's saying, but also because there's specific questions I'd like him to answer that I haven't seen him answer, so I don't know where he really is. But his big thing is free will doesn't exist, so you can't either blame someone for what they do or applaud someone for what they do because it was never going to be otherwise. Ah, Margot, your free will doesn't exist, dude. Hey, Celtic, just in time to say goodnight, mate. Mystic, last question. Cheese pizzas. Oh, dude, my all-time fucking favorite pizza is a 5-cheese pizza. And again, I don't know what you think about cheese pizza. I think it needs to have the sauce, like a tomato and preferably garlic sauce. My all-time fucking favorite pizza, which I can get from like the Italian area of Melbourne, Lygon Street, Carlton, a 5-cheese pizza, fucking kicks ass. I can just eat this huge fuck off 5-cheese pizza because it's so good. Well, there you go, Micro. If you get the chance, look up this guy, Robert Sapolsky, on YouTube, or even just look up Free Will Doesn't Exist on YouTube, and you will get interviews with Robert Sapolsky. It's interesting. I don't think I agree with him, but it's interesting. So that's your homework. Look up free will videos on YouTube. So cheese pizzas are always good. I might even make one for dinner tomorrow night. Who thinks? But anyway, that's 10 o'clock, and I'm going to be kind of responsible tonight and not go late, even though I have fuck all on at work tomorrow. But I'm just going to be responsible because I'll maybe be irresponsible tomorrow night. Who knows? Yeah, and I absolutely get what you're saying there, Micro, too. So, but anyway, yeah, for a diversion, if you have the opportunity to go on YouTube, just do a search on like free will doesn't exist, and you will almost definitely see interviews with Robert Sapolsky. And it's food for thought. It's very interesting. Mystic, thanks for the quickfire questions. Really appreciate it. I'm going to go sleepy bobos. Thanks, mate. Well, great night. I'm hoping I get a good night's sleep. And hoping tomorrow night will be fun. We'll party on a bit. And man, okay, I'm feeling this. Like, I was pretty light on the alcohol front tonight until I had this. It's a little bit strong. Night, Celtic. Thanks for dropping in, mate. See you fine folk another time.